Another day with isolated rain and a lot of heat and a lot of humidity before we ramp up the rain chances headed into Labor Day weekend. That is attached to a cold front, but we are going to be steamy from now until then. Thursday and Friday both bring rain and thunderstorm chances of their own. We'll dive into that here in just a little bit, but we are off to a much more humid finish to the day than what we've seen over the past several afternoons, with dew points back into the 70s. No real end in sight for that. We may briefly dip back into the upper 60s for dew points over the next couple afternoons, but triple-digit heat index. Get used to that, at least for the next several days, until we try to work this cold front in. Still a weak high-pressure system over the state of Texas. One of the big reasons we say weak is because showers and storms are still able to form with that. It's driving in a lot of Gulf moisture ahead of this next system, and this is going to eventually move off to the west as another cold front gets dragged down with this cooler, drier air mass that at some point is going to move into the Brazos Valley before we wrap up the Labor Day weekend. Obviously, the much cooler air stays to the north and to the east, but we'll get a north wind at some point, and it's along that front where the best shower and thunderstorm chances are going to be over the course of the weekend, and behind it where we start to quiet things down and get a little bit drier out there. As of right now, we've still got a couple of different scenarios that could play out here, but we are going with the slower and weaker option for this cold front rolling through. What does that mean for you? That we're expecting scattered thunderstorms Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, especially in the afternoon. Now, a quicker, stronger front could mean a decent batch of thunderstorms along that front and then cooler and drier air to enjoy through most of the weekend. That could happen as early as Friday night into early Saturday. Right now, we don't expect that, but we will continue to keep you updated, and this will be a forecast to keep checking back for, especially for our Friday and Saturday football plans. So 90s to start the weekend, absolutely. But at some point, we're going to see highs in the upper 80s through the rest of it once that drier air starts to work its way through. Heavy rain, cloud to ground lightning, my main concerns here. That's why we've got first alert weather days in place for Friday and Saturday. There is a potential for an isolated strong wind gust out there too, so we will keep an eye on that for you. So we talked Friday football. Saturday football is still looking about what we've had for the forecast for almost a week now. Chance for scattered thunderstorms throughout the day. It's going to be warm, humid, especially as we get the day started. And thanks to the cloud cover and the rain chance, we should avoid the 90s on Saturday. Like I mentioned, if that front comes through a little bit quicker than what we're currently thinking, we won't have to worry about that, but won't rule out a lightning delay for either Friday or Saturday. In the meantime, mornings, they stay muggy, mid to upper 70s, waking up each morning all the way through at least Saturday. After that, we get a little bit of a dose of some cooler air that could even have some of us waking up in the 60s several mornings in a row next week.